Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Gospel of Two Wheels, where the coffee's hot. My bike is getting completely taken care of, super deep maintenance so that we can give it away. And your comments are absolutely ridiculous. It is great to be here with all you guys. Let's see who is all here. We got Jason Roberts, Husa Islander, Dave Brayman, 5280 James, Kenneth Keller, Jeff Egbert, and Roger Hurd. What's happening? Roger, you called me yesterday. I apologize. I've not even looked at anything. I will check my messages and I will give you a call back. It's awesome to be here, guys. I love you guys so much. I want to take the beginning of this little podcast to just talk about the bike giveaway, the trip giveaway, all that good stuff. We're just getting that word out there on the YouTubes. It's been all over social media. I've obviously mentioned it to a lot of you guys. All my loyal followers here have seen it all, but I want to mention it for people who don't know yet, and I want to give you updates. So that is our 2023 300XC named Loretta the Game Changer that we are giving away May 1st. I am super excited about it because not only are we giving away an amazing bike that has so much done to it, but we're also giving away a trip to come out here and pick it up. All expenses paid. So we're going to pay your travel out here and back. We're going to pay for 2 nights hotel, 3 days worth of food, breakfast and dinner. One day, one of those will be a barbecue at my house, hanging out at my home shop with my cows and my goats and my family. And then we are going to be riding all the amazing stuff here in the valley. So Dry Creek, Peach Valley. We might make it up for like a lower version of the plateau. A lot of the stuff up there won't be open yet, but well, actually I take that back. The giveaway happens May 1st, so actually we might be good to go because the person who wins it's going to get to choose when they come out, and we'll have to figure that out. So the way to win, guys, is to go to www. I'm going to type it in here in the chat. Highland-cycles.com. And all of the information is there, guys, for you to figure out how to enter to win. There are free ways to win. There are obviously ways to buy things and get entries, all that good stuff. So, super excited about that. Also, we are going to have a second and third place prize, and I don't know, like 2 other prizes, really. There's no way to compete to be ahead of someone. We're just going to draw, but grand prize is the bike and the trip out here. Oh, I'm a little scattered, but the bike is going to include that Oxa pipe that's on it that's basically brand new. It's got one tiny little ding in it. But then a brand new Motos pipe. That silencer, which has the Spanish Fly Spark Arrestor on it. The Enduro 1 silencer I have that's really long and gives a better low end. The bike has a TSP head and ERM with it. It's also got the TSP power valve cover. The bike runs amazing. It's coming with the Dalsazio Sphere 3.0s in the front forks. The rear shock is valved and set up by us, TBT. It's got a brand new shock body on it recently. Then, let's see. Oh, Bulletproof Designs all over it. A set of Bulletproof Designs wheels as well as the stock wheels. Let's see. All new plastics I'm getting ready to put on it. Pretty excited about that. Oh, and Zach Perkins at Format Moto is going to design a custom set of graphics for the winter, which is going to be super cool. Astra bars, Mako 360, our Enduro Easy Clutch, our Enduro brake lever, Molecule Motorsports handguards, Tusk skid plate. It's going to come with 2 tanks, the big Achirby's tank that I run on it, also the stock tank. Both of them will have pumps in them, and then also another whole pump to have as a spare. So the bike is going to be set up for someone to just get on and roll. And what I'm doing to it right now is going through literally every nut and bolt on it, greasing every bearing, thread locking everything. Going super deep into it to make sure it's good. The motor currently has total hours is 300, but the top end is 40 or 45 hours on the top end. So super fresh top end. Oh, the bike will also come with a top end. I believe I have one. I said that in a video, so I better make sure I have one. I'm pretty sure I have one. So it's going to come with a piston and everything ready to go. It's going to come with new tires on one set of the wheels. The other set of wheels probably won't have brand new tires. It will have tires on it, but they won't be brand new. Moose balls in both sets of wheels. Well, actually, moose balls in one set of wheels. And then also it's going to come with the new ProLock 360 setup in the rear of one of the wheels, which is pretty rad. So, yeah, guys, I'm excited about it. Oh, and this, I forgot. Third place prices. Second place is a brand new set of Del Saggio Sphere 3.0s. Massive thank you to Intech for that. They are providing part of that. I'm paying for some of it, but anyway, they're helping us out. And then Fly Formula Carbon Helmet for third place. So, I'm excited. That's enough talk about that. But if you want to enter, go to HighlandCycles.com, Highland-Cycles.com. All the rules are there. You can buy stickers. You can buy hoodies. You can buy T-shirts. All sorts of stuff. That bike is as good a bike as I have ever built in my entire life. So I'm excited. Anyway, what is going on, everybody? It is great to see you guys all here. Yeah, let's talk about dirt bikes. Do you guys have any questions? Let me know. Excuse me. Tonight is the first Thursday night ride of the season. Super duper excited. I'll be riding the WR250F tonight. Testing out the new silencer, the FMF silencer, which is definitely going to help the bike coming from the silencer that was on there. I've already ridden it around in the parking lot here and on the street, and it feels definitely good. It definitely breathes better up high. I'm excited about that. High RPM, that is. Maybe a little bit more low-end power, not a ton, but some. And it sounds way better because the 250FX muffler sounds terrible. It's so loud and so nasty and annoying. This one is still loud, but it is not that bad. It is... But yeah, anyway, it's a better sound. It's a little louder than the stock muffler uncorked, but anyway, I'm excited about it. It's gonna be sweet. IVNEP or IVNEPE, however I pronounce that. Do I know Javier Gonzalez? I do know him. Yes, that's all I'm gonna say about that. But I know who he is. He used to work for me. He does not work for me anymore. So, and yeah. Anyway, that's all I'll say about that. But yes. Best grips and best sprockets. Here we go. Great question, Joe. For a 24-300 XCW, best grips. That is a tough one. It's very, very personal preference. But I really like the. You kind of have to stick with ODIs, just so you know. Right now, they don't have other companies don't have cams for the new throttle housing that I know of. Maybe they do now, but they didn't a while back. So you got to stick with an ODI so you can use the throttle cam that's already on your bike. But so I like the ODIs that have like the swoopy 3 things on them. I don't know what they're called. The other thing, and I don't know if they fit, but Renthal finally came out with lock-ons, and they came out with their Kevlar one, which is rad. I've got a set that I want to put on one of my bikes to try it out. But so anyway, I like ODIs, and then sprockets, hands down, no question. Ever is DDC Racing. You cannot buy a better sprocket from a better person. So, yeah. Still having issues with my 16250XC, having to tap the kill switch to e-start the bike. Seems like there's no... Colton, that is so weird. So, explain this. And guys, maybe someone here knows what's going on. I've never, ever seen that. But so, are you saying that when you hit the start button and it's turning over, if you just tap the kill switch, that it then lights up? But if you don't, or do you have to? I don't know. So explain that. That is so weird. Jake Goodwin coming in from Michigan. Right on, man. Nice to see you. Are you in? Don't Michiganders do the mitten? Best gloves. Same right as I do. So Joe, my favorite gloves, and I don't talk about these enough. I need to, mainly because I can't sell them directly at the shop. I guess I probably could. I have to figure that out. Anyway, S3 Rocks gloves. And I don't know if Rocks is the model or the colorway, but the S3 gloves are seriously, no joke, my favorite. I freaking love. IV IVNEPE. Yes, I hope that does tell you everything you need to know. That's all I need to say. Clownfish. That carbon helmet is sweet. I need a new one. I have a SETI carbon, but it's old. Guys, I really like that MSR helmet. There's some Yahoo online that keeps like mentioning that. Well, yeah, it's free. Everything I do is like for even the FMF that I paid money for. He's like, well, it's free. Of course, it's good. Anyway, so full transparency on the MSR. Yeah, 100% was free. I am sponsored heavily by Rocky Mountain ATV, who owns MSR. So yes, that helmet was 100% free. But I like it. It's really, really light. It's really light. It's got the newest MIPS technology, which is good. I mean, your hair is kind of MIPS technology too, is allowing the helmet to move. But I think it's all good. The foam, it has a lot of safety features built in. It is not. I do not believe it's as safe as a 6D or a Fly Formula Carbon, but it's also less than half the price. They're on sale right now for $299 on Rocky Mountain's website. It's DOT and ECE certified, so it has met some safety standards that are important. And I think that I think it's a good helmet. It's like I said, it's so crazy light and feels really, really good on my head. It breathes well, all that stuff. I guess the visor is not movable, or at least not easily movable. That's kind of a bummer. And I haven't really checked into that. I need to wear. I don't know. I think I'm gonna wear my Fly tonight to do a back-to-back comparison, but I need to look at that. That's kind of annoying if it's not easily like up or down to like kind of block the sun or roost or whatever. That's might be kind of annoying. But I like it. I like the way it looks. It's simple. It's clean. So I'm a fan. I hope I don't crash in it really hard to test that part of it, but I think you can get online, look it up, check it out. Use our link for Rocky Mountain ATV MC. That's in the description of this video. Makes a big difference. Also, I will be filming a short and part of my schlog. Speaking of that, I'm going to turn that off. Filming the schlog over here. Talking about what an amazing company Rocky Mountain ATV is. In fact, I will touch on that unless you guys have another question coming up. But I like the helmet. I think it's good. Dude, I cleaned the brushes in the starter and put it back together, and it fired right up. Let the bike sit for a few hours and try it again, and right back to the same thing. Colton, that is so weird, dude. I don't know. I would check. Seriously, Colton, check your stator. And I know we back and forth on email on that. So the stator is the whole unit down in there, and it's got an exciter coil, and charging coil, and a pulsar coil. Check the exciter coil. Make sure that thing's good, and because if it's maybe getting a little weak, and so it takes a little more spin for it to do, and like you hit the kill switch, and I don't know, that does something to the ignition. I don't know. I would try it. Zarek the Metal Guy, long time watcher, first time commenter. Love the content. Thank you very much. Just got a Fly formula and find it fits a bit tighter than my previous cheaper Fly helmet. Same size. Do you find the formula breaking? Yeah. Okay. So Zarek, what he's saying is that the formula feels like it's a little tighter than his probably Kinetic or some other inexpensive helmet that he had from them. Yes, it does fit a little tighter, but yes, they do break in. And I don't know, we're sitting here, I have no idea what a good bit means and like how far off and all that stuff, but I would give it time because yes, they do break in, and I really like that snug feel. IVNEPE, tell me how to pronounce that. Or maybe there's no. Anyway, do you think KTM will drop the quality of their products for 26? I don't know, but I kind of think so. Although they got to sell all those bikes that they got laying around in a warehouse, so they might. I don't know. They might go through the ridiculous process of revinning all those and turning those into 26s and changing stickers. So if that's the case, then no. But I think moving forward, there's going to be some more issues. I mean, they've already started using some China stuff. It's not that out. Steve Gigliotta. Dude, Steve, I know I've already said it before. I freaking love your last name. And Roger Hurst says, buy the best helmet you can afford, 100%. What do I like about the Fly? What I like about the Fly is it is also light. I don't think it's as light as that MSR, but it is also very light. It fits my head very, very well, and that's of course not. That's just me, right? I don't know about your head or just someone else's head, but it fits my head very, very well. Like super snug. Anyway, it's just nice. And then I really like the Rheon in there. It's RHEON. These little blue things that are in there. They are like I call them a non-Newtonian fluid. They're not a fluid, but it's like if you touch them with your hand and kind of push easy on them, they're real squishy. But if you push hard on them, they stiffen up. And so that's what's actually contacting your head, and that helps with that multi-directional impact, and it also helps with like slowing your head down before it stops. That's a big thing with injuries, brain injuries. It's a sudden stop in the rotation are what are causing lots of brain injuries. And that Rheon really helps with that. And there's a lot of studies showing how good that is. Also, their EPS foam in the carbon has some really cool technology. They call it cone head stuff. And it's the way the EPS foam's put together, the way it's built to break and shear to save your head is really good. So I just think the Fly is very, very safe. The 6Ds are heavy and big, and I don't like them. I think they're probably just as safe, although there's controversy about that with their little elastomer things that like allow it to move the inside shell to move separately from the outside shell. I don't know. The problem is there's not a ton of science that's consistent in everything on helmets, and so, but yeah, so I'm not a fan of the 6D. I like Fly better, but I think the Fly, to me, from what I've researched, what I've seen, and then my direct experience of banging my head on the ground with the Fly and a Rise and cheap ones and expensive other things. Anyway, I feel like it's way better. So, two things not to skip on: helmet and boots, 100%, 100%. And both of those matter what fits you best, right? Both of those make a big difference in what fits, as to what's best. Because just because CD boots are really, really great and really expensive and really great for someone, for me personally, I can't wear them because my feet don't fit in them. So yeah, don't skimp, but also, and it sucks these days. Everything's online. It's really hard to get whatever. Try it on. And I would recommend if you go to a shop and try them on, try to buy it from those guys, man. Like maybe your next set you can buy online because you know what size. But if you find, a shop willing to stock that expensive stuff and let you try it on, I highly recommend you buy it from them if you can afford it. If it's not way out of line. The other cool thing is about Rocky Mountain with their fit setup is you can send it back and forth. It's no big deal. What starter would I recommend, Colton? Stator. OEM Stator, if that's it. But check it before you do that. OEM for sure, though. Got to go to work. Hoos Islander, have a great day. Have a set of those black closed chamber forks on my 14XC, like on the old KTM behind you. Way better than the 4CS. Yes, a million times better than the 4CS. Yes, these forks, those are not. These aren't closed chamber. These are open chamber. But yeah, those literally anything is better than a 4CS fork. And that's not a joke. I would ride a damper style upside down. I call them upside down now. Let's just do, as a group of people, can we agree to call the old style fork upside down now instead of the new style fork? Let's just do that. Even though I'm old and traditional, I say we do that. But yeah, I would ride a freaking set of damper rod upside down forks before I rode a set of 4CS. Kenneth Keller, I love the Havoc gloves. Oh, right on. I have not tried those. I bet they're good. Zarek, you can get different thickness cheek pads if they don't break in today. To your liking. Thank you, 52A James. Yes, you can get different cheek pads. The up top part, and so the other thing about that Rheon, as when you slide that helmet on, and if it's tight around your actual head, that Rheon will move a little bit as you heat up and whatever. And it moves back when you take the helmet off. So anyway, I freaking love those helmets. Speaking of stators, what high output stator would you recommend for my XR650R? I've heard mixed reviews on Ricky Stator. Biker Kyle, if you can, get Baja Designs to rewind you one. That's the one to go with, because that's what I have, and it's the best. If you can do it, yes. Jay Goodwin, more BMW videos coming. Yes, it's finally warm enough for me to ride a big bike like that. So yes, more BMW videos coming soon. Also, I got to build the 125 into an actual running and rolling motorcycle, and so that's got to get out of the way before I start working on the Beamer. But so yes, soon, hopefully. Any thoughts on using slices of an old front moose to space apart moose balls in the rear? Yeah, Zach, for sure. Great idea. The best thing about moose balls, anything foam related in your tire, is you can jam anything in there to help take up the space, and you're not going to get it flat, and it all works. So yeah, for sure, jam whatever you got in there, make it fit. Tell us about how much you love the new WR. There we go. G Frab. I think about getting one as second or third bike. Would you prefer a 250F or 125 202 stroke? Great question. So okay, I freaking love that WR. I don't even want to admit it because it's a 4-stroke. Hold on. Coffee break. But dude, I love that bike so much. And coming from a guy who raced a 125 back in 2021, the 2021 race season, I raced a 125 the whole time. I did not race my 300. Actually, not true. I raced the 301 race. It was a sand race. I knew that I wanted horsepower. But literally every other race, I raced my 125, and I freaking loved it. So coming from a guy who's raced 125s at a, too big for a 125, 185 pounds, 180. Yeah, I'm, like I said, I'm overweight for a small bike like that. I think I like the 4-stroke better at that small size. The reason is it runs and rides like the 125. It's all that fun of just revving a bike and not being afraid of it and just like treating it like it did something wrong. But with some torque, and that's what the 200 does. So you mentioned 200s. So 200 is the same way, same situation. So I don't know that I'll ever buy another 125 for myself. Because when I did ride the 125 and I was racing it, and riding it really hard, and I had some really great finishes. Like I had a 13th overall in one of our local races. I had an 8th 40A on that thing at a National Hare and Hound, which was huge for me. So I rode it really, really well and really, really hard. I had to put pistons in it constantly to keep it in shape. Like every 30 hours, I think the longest I went was 40, and that's just a lot, man. I got tired of that. So the 4-stroke is going to hold up better than that, I think. It's we're going to find out, because I'm going to beat on it. I'm not going to put anything, I'm not going to do a thing to that motor until it hits 100 hours. I'll probably check the valves, but just to kind of make sure everything's good. But so I think I don't know, I haven't got a ton of time on it. I think I have 3.5 hours on the WR so far. But from what I can tell right now, G-Frab, I like it better than the small bore 2-stroke. I like the big bore 2-stroke way better than a big bore 4-stroke a million times. Like I got no need or want for a 450 or a 500. 500 are cool for dual sport, but like, you know what I mean? For like a play bike, fast bike, I want no part of the big. I love my 300s. So, but for small bore stuff, man, I'm really enjoying that bike. And the WR is bikers, as I said, treating it like I did something wrong, like it owes me money. Yeah, I really like the bike. It's super fun. Mixing 2011 300 at 50-1 after rebuild seems to have a lot of spooge. Well, so I don't know how long you've got on it after the rebuild. Because sometimes, like when I rebuild a bike, I put a bunch of oil and stuff on the cylinder usually, or assembly lube, which someone got mad at me because I didn't show that actually on the 125 top end, but I did. Well, actually, I don't know that I did. I probably didn't do it because I didn't have the nuts to bolt it down, so I just slid it together for the video. But trust me, it does have some assembly lube on there now. So sometimes that stuff can cause a bunch of smoke and spooge right off the bat. So I don't know if I'm guessing you're not just on the first ride on it. So I don't know why else it would have a bunch of spooge. What happened to you? So I mean, like, why would it change on a rebuild? But maybe, I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe, or if you rebuilt it for that reason, it's still spooging. I don't know. Maybe check your crank seals and stuff like that. 2011 300. If it hasn't ever had crank seals, I'm sure it needs it. So I thought the video showing the electric trials bike with the transmission was super cool. Dude, super cool. I think electric bikes with a transmission would be a freaking brilliant thing. Even the big bikes like the Starks and all that, I think a transmission. Of course, the problem with that, right? Like what we all know, the problem with that is that it's going to add weight and make those bikes way heavy, because they're already heavy for for a normal bike. They're already, I don't know, 10 pounds or so overweight. And then if you put a transmission in there, it's going to be a trials bike's not a big deal because the whole thing's smaller, lighter, whatever. But yeah, so I don't know. I think it's rad. I think a clutch and a transmission on an electric bike would make way more fun. Roger, spooge need to ride it harder. It's obviously true on some level, but I'm guessing that what happened to you probably is experienced a change from the normal way he's riding. So, howdy from your friendly local Yowie. The term we use, right like you stole it. Yes, random rants, 100%. Right it like you stole it is a good one. I always like to say, beat it like it owes you money or like it did something wrong. That's my favorite things to say. What else, guys? I got to shut this thing down right at 8 o'clock because I have some work to do. I am speaking at the FCA banquet Saturday night. Yeah, Saturday, 2 nights from now. And I have got some work to do on my speech. So I'm going to go sit down with a cup of coffee and work on that. So sorry that I have to shut it down at 8, but we got a little time for a few more questions. Again, I got to jump in there and say, if you have not yet entered to win this motorcycle, please do. Highland-cycles.com and buy some stickers, buy some shirts, buy some hoodies, send in stuff. I got a stack of anyway, stack of freaking free entries over there I got to enter into the computer. So lots of ways to enter, guys. Cannot wait to give that thing away and meet one of you out here to ride dirt bikes. It's going to be awesome. Fully went through. It runs great. Starts first kick, but definitely will pin it more. What happened to you? Yeah, it could just, the other thing is it could just be breaking in, right? Like brand new top end and everything like that. That rings aren't quite seated yet. For sure. Like it could just be breaking in and it'll get better as you beat on it. Zach Farcash, have a great Thursday too, man. Yeah. Get a tooth pulled. Bummer on that, but have fun. Keep it real. Back wheel paint. Yes. I love it. Random Rants. Oh, by the way, Random Rants, I am in talks with some folks in Australia about coming down there to ride dirt bikes. It's going to happen. I don't know when, but it's a deal. Like it's a done deal as far as, yes, I'm going to do it. I just don't know when. And it's down in South Victoria. If you know where, I'm sure you know where that is if you're from Australia. So Brent Lewandowski, FCA is a big part of what led me to my faith. Keep up the good work. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Biker Sasquatch, I'm such an influencer for sure. Good luck with your weather. We are getting rained out in Arizona currently. Clouds, really? It takes a lot of rain to rain out Arizona, man. What happened to you? I forgot about the Punk Rock Club shirt. Okay. I'm going to make a note. I'm making a note right now about making Punk Rock Club shirts. I freaking am so sorry. Hang on. Oh, geez. What am I doing here? Hang on. New reminder. PRC shirt. Done. Okay. I'm going to work on that. Kenneth, God bless you. Yeah, in fact, okay, it's 7:58. I'm Punk Rock Club. I love you the most. I love you the most. I love you more than everybody else. So that's a real thing. Tomlin's got a thing here. I have 22 WR250F. I have 4,000 miles on it now. There's 3 rides at 5 miles a hell. A lot of 100-mile rides every weekend. Bike is awesome. Tomlin, great to hear. I'm excited because the 25 is even better. It's narrower, lighter. Anyway, I'm super excited about it. There's more coming your way. Arizona, heavy rain, still San Diego right now. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Are you freaking real? Hopefully I can catch up with you, brother. Yes, Random Rants. It's for real. I'm coming. Trust me, it's a long time out, so there will be lots of lead up to that. By the way, if you're watching this and you have not yet hit the like button, you have to back out of the chat to find the like button. Hit the like button, then come back in. But like I've been doing, I want to share with you a Bible verse at the end because, like I said, this is the Gospel of Two Wheels. That name really does mean like the good news about two wheels, but it's also the good news about Jesus. So, real quick, Matthew 11:28. Then Jesus said, "Come to me, all of you who are weary and carry heavy burdens, and I will give you rest." Amen, brothers and sisters. That is a faux show. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for joining me. It really means a lot that you guys get up on a Thursday morning and join me for this Thursday night ride tonight. If you're around, I can't wait to see you. We're going to hold it wide. And thanks, B. Langay CT203 for hitting the like button. I appreciate it. Anyway, I love you guys so much. I hope that what we're doing on Highland Cycles is inspiring you guys to work on, but way more importantly, get out and ride. You dirt bikes!